Welcome back to FoodCrafts. Today, a home cook is going to try to find the best lean to fat ratio for burgers. Have you ever wondered which tube of beef from the supermarket would make the best cheeseburger? No? Well, if you're going to make a cheeseburger, why not make the best possible cheeseburger? Today, we're going to be testing all the popular ratios of ground beef to see which one would make the best burger. Let's start off with our contestants in today's video. We have from fattiest to leanest, 75-25, 80-20, 85-15, and 93-7 ground beef. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure why they chose a random ratio like 93-7 ground beef. Why couldn't they make it something even like 95-5? What's 2% gonna do anyway? Well, I guess that's the point of today's video. Additionally, we are going to house our beef patties in some soft brioche buns and beneath a slice of American cheese. I know you're thinking the cheese is an unnecessary factor in our experiment, but who's going to make a burger without cheese? Back to the ground beef. We are going to make 4-ounce patties for our experiment today. First, place the ground beef on the scale to make sure all of our patties are a consistent size. Grab that ball of meat and start forming a patty with your hands. I find the best way to craft a patty that is circular and flat is to use flat hands and have my thumbs on the outside of the patty to get my desired circumference. Now remember, when forming your beef patties, make sure to leave an indentation in the middle to avoid an uneven burger. If you don't do this step, your patty is going to be much thicker in the middle after you cook it. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to craft a patty that is perfectly flat prior to cooking and put this in my cast iron pan. Now, once we're done cooking, we give it a flip on both sides. Take a look at the end result. As you can see, the shrinkage of the meat has caused a thicker patty in the middle, leaving the outside edges slightly thinner than we would like. And a great way to see this in action is rewatching the cooking of the patty at ×3 speed. Wow, that's pretty cool. Anyway, once we've finished molding and shaping our patties, let's quickly take a look at the differences in appearance between our 4 different types of ground beef. At first glance, there is a noticeable difference between the 73 and the 93. The 73 ground beef is a much lighter pinkish color, while the 93 is a deeper, darker red. I would also say the 80, 85, and 93 really show no difference. In the end, the color doesn't matter too much. What's important is taste. So let's keep this train moving. We're going to place these in the fridge until we're ready to cook, which in my case is right now. Side note, I wouldn't leave these burger patties in the fridge longer than a 24-hour period to avoid drying out your patties. By the way, if you're enjoying the video, could you please give the video a like or a comment? It really helps the channel out a lot, and it helps me understand which videos you like so I can make more of them in the future. To avoid tampering our burgers anymore in this experiment, we're going to simply season our burgers with a little salt and pepper on both sides before we cook. It is time to cook, baby. Let's get our cast iron ripping hot and have our burger patties and cheese ready to go next to us. We're going to leave each patty in the cast iron for about 2 minutes on each side. Once we flip the burger, we're going to then place a slice of cheese on top to get a nice, melty, cheesy burger. Once the burger is fully cooked, remove and set to the side. Yes, sir, that is exactly what we are looking for. A crispy patty with American cheese fully melted on top. Now rinse and repeat 3 more times until all of our patties are fully cooked. Once our burgers are finished, let's set them to the side and toast our buns with a little butter. Obviously, this is an experiment on ground beef ratios, but let's go the extra mile to get a delicious burger. Assembling the burgers is easy as 1, 2, 3. Bun, burger, bun. That is all we need to get a classic burger for our experiment today. Now it's time for what everyone's been waiting for, the burger that saved Anya Taylor-Joy from certain death. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a cross-section and examine each burger. At first glance, it's almost impossible to see a difference. Perhaps it's my untrained eye, but once these burgers are cooked, I don't really see a visual difference between any of the 4 burgers. All that's left to do now is to take a bite. I am going to try each of these burgers from most fat to least fat and give you my live reaction. Let's see what I had to say. That is a burger. I've got no issues with that burger. That was a good bite. Okay, this is 80%. Actually, way more meaty than this one. 85%. Here we go. Immediately, it's not as juicy. This one is definitely a little bit more dry. We're at 85% now. I mean, so far, I've only taken 2 bites of the 73. Took one of the 80, took one of the 85. So, I think we're getting somewhere. 93% lean ground beef. Not as juicy. It's not even that bad. I don't hate it. But after trying this, There is a clear difference between the 93% and the 73%. This is way more juicy. This is my burger right here. Personally, for me, as someone who loves a ribeye more than a filet mignon, there is a clear winner here. The 73-27 ground beef was by far the juiciest and tastiest burger for me. And when I say juicy, I'm talking about the taste and the mouthfeel of the fat that's coming from the ground beef. There is a 100% noticeable difference between the 93 and the 85 compared to the 73%. To be honest, there isn't too much of a difference between the 80 and the 73, but here's my verdict. If you want to cook some tasty burgers and impress your friends and family, skip trying to save calories and go for the ground beef in the 80s or 70s. And as for me, I'll remember to get 73-27 ground beef the next time I got a craving for burgers. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.